Hello my darlings, it's Chanel and welcome to my wrap up for March. So we'll start with the statistics. In March, I read 43 books. That was about 9,000 pages, which equated to 297 pages per day. I read from a lot of genres, but my top 5 were nonfiction, fantasy, litfic, graphic novels, horror / sci-fi because they were tied. This month I did have 3 5-star reads, which is amazing. My average rating was a 3.27, which I'm absolutely fine with. I mostly read backlist, but I did read 4 new releases. My favourite cover of this month was probably Watermoon. It had a very cute, kitschy gimmick in that you could use the paper cover on the hardcover to make an origami paper boat, which great marketing. I did forget to mention I did participate in Ben's Good Read Challenge this month, and that was pick a book with 15 letters in the title, and my choice for that was What Doesn't Break by Cassandra Core. Now, as usual, I am firstly going to mention the books that I did over on Patreon. So we had the Wild Ones Buzzword Challenge. So for Kayla's Buzzword Challenge, the prompt was a book with the word thing in the title and a book that has books on the cover. So I chose Weird Things Customers Say in Bookshops by Jen Campbell. Did Anne Frank ever write a sequel? Some people be real dumb, but funny. And then I had the Kinky Corner segment, and this month's theme was mermaids or mermen or other type of sea aquatic creatures. And for that reading vlog, I read Saved by the Lesbian Mermaid by Naomi Willoughby, Skilled Fish Fingers, Taken by the Sea God by Chastity Smoke, Island Getaway Nightmare. One sec, my ex-boyfriend's here to pick up a tarot deck. I'm back, sorry about that. We ended up chatting about what we do in the shadows for like half an hour. Such a good show. The last season, not the best, but still good. Okay, where was I? Tentacles with Benefits by Connor Crowe, Stuffed with Seafood. So those were the books from the Kinky Corner segment. Then I had a Patreon member recommend me a book, and that book was Stories of Your Life and Others by Ted Chiang. This was a collection of short stories. These stories are very cerebral, conceptual, and sterile. They lack emotional depth and feeling. I frequently got lost in the science-heavy weeds. However, the mother-daughter parts in the story of your life were amazing. And as usual, I want to thank my Patreon members for all of their support, and a special shout out to my sweet syrup pies, Darren and Kate. Old Soul by Susan Barker. As my Gen Z kid says, the photos of the victims in this book are def alack. Do you know what else this book is lacking? Punctuation, pacing, and an enjoyable story. Cthulhu Cat by Pandania. Plot was confusing, but it does have cute alien kitties, so... What Doesn't Break by Cassandra Core. This monster just wants a friend. Asunder by Kirsten Hall. Forced Proximity on Crack. But you are kidding me with that ending. It's plain mean. Emily Wilde's Compendium of Lost Tales by Heather Fawcett. M is the kind of person to leave her husband on red. The Blind Owl by Sadeh Hedayat. I hope to never again read the line, The Stub End of a Cucumber. Goddess of Filth by V. Castro. When Possession Leaves You Free Bleeding in the Flower Bed. Beautiful Ugly by Alice Feeney. Leave this book while you still can. Biblioflora, a celebration of floral beauty in botanical art by Jeanette Batiste. Vintage Botanical Perfection. Harley Quinn Girl in a Crisis by Teenie Howard. Multiverse Madness with Manic Pixie Mad Girl Harley. The Forester's Daughter by Claire Keegan. I'm Here for Judge. Vita Nostra by Marina Diachenko. Me liking this book is asking for the impossible. The Zoo by Christopher Wilson. Stalin and His Ministers Can All Be Disinvented. Braised Pork by An Yu. Haunted Liminal Woman Potters About and Paints Stuff. Threats by Amelia Gray. Fever Dream turned up to an 11. This made 0 sense to me. In Utero by Chris Gooch. A sweet, monstrously cozy coming-of-age horror story. Sexy Tales of Paleontology by Patrick Lenton. General Queertastic Weirdness. Red Flags by Charlene Alsby. You'll feel like you've been hit with a brutally honest car, but you'll hobble away thankful to have had your heart bones broken by reading it. Keep On Bleeding, Fairy Tales by Petra Collins and Alexa Demie, Slime, Shibari and Sexy Pixies. Oh my. Mickey 7 by Edward Ashton. It's not incest if it's in a three-way. How to Like a Girl by Vera Blossom. I Did Not Ever Aspire to Fit In. Freiren 1 by Kanehito Yamada. An immortal elf begins to realize the ephemeralness of human life. Tell them what they mean to you while they can still hear it. Drag Queens Down Under by Art Simone. The hair, the makeup, the fashion. Aussie drag is flawless. People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. These codependent idiots take 12 years to admit their feelings. Watermoon by Samantha Soto Yambao. It had potential, but the origami boat sunk, and the romance was eek. Freiren 2 by Kanehito Yamada. Freiren slays super hot demons. Pretty Marys All in a Row by Gwendolyn Kist. Urban legend Marys unite for the evenings only and feed upon your fright. Plot and execution was as insubstantial as the Spectral Sisters. Also, David's wife should file for divorce and take full custody. Made for Love by Alyssa Nutting. This book is bonkers and will ruin dolphins for you. This Creative Life, Fashion Designers at Home by Robin Lee. I'd like the Poochie House, please. Tarot by Jake Arthur. I didn't get how this related to tarot. The Universe in Verse by Maria Popova. This was a 5-star read. This bridges the cosmic and the mortal. In the vastness of the universe, there is always wondrous interconnection. Sex Magic. Ithel Colquhoun's Diagrams of Love by Amy Hale. Art Doodles of the Spiritual Sex Variety. Dead of Winter by Darcy Coates. Heads Will Roll. This is probably a really good thriller, but I have come to the conclusion that I am just not a thriller reader. Nora Goes Off Script by Annabelle Monaghan. Dude Dipped without so much as a please explain. Venus and Aphrodite, a biography of desire. A look at Aphrodite and her influence on society and culture throughout history. This is a Story About Your Mother by Louise Wallace. I didn't get the poetry, but the vessel portion regarding childbirth was good. Emergency Skin by N.K. Jemisin. Instead of Eat the Rich, Eject the Rich. The Deal of a Lifetime by Frederick Buckman. This was a 5-star read for me. I've Never Wasted Your Time. The Death of Ivan Ilyich by Leo Tolstoy. Reading this book was as tedious and miserable as Ivan's drawn-out life and death. The Test by Sylvain Nouvel. Another example of governments justifying the means. So those were all of the books that I read in the month of March. I'm very happy with my reading. It was a lot of fun. So tell me what your favorite read for the month of March was. And until next time, stay wild, Star Child.